Hello friends, myself Subhash Nagarsai from Sri Digambar Jain Gurukul High School, Solapur. I shall welcome to all of you in this online session. So, we will start with our third part of this coordinate geometry. Friends, in the previous session, we discussed with the following important points. The various problems that are based on the distance formula, the problems from practice set 5.1, the variety of the problems that may ask for 1 mark, 2 mark and 3 marks in the examination. Today we will discuss on the following subtopics, subheads, that is property of intercepts made by three parallel lines, then division of line segment, the section formula, coordinates of the midpoint of a segment and centroid formula. So, we will continue with our point first, that is property of intercepts made by three parallel lines. Friends, in the adjoining figure, line L is parallel to line M is parallel to line N. Line P and line Q are transversals. Then we have to prove, we know that AB upon BC is equal to DE upon EF. Now, division of a line segment. See, in the adjoining figure, AP is the segment whose length is 6 and PB is one more part of this segment whose length is 10. Then AP upon PB is equal to 6 upon 10. After simplification, you can write this as 3 upon 5, or you could say 3 as to 5 also. So, in other words, it is said that point P divides the line segment AB in the ratio 3 as to 5. Friends, in general, if AP is equal to M as shown in the figure and PB is equal to N, then AP upon PB is equal to M upon N, or you can say that AP as to PB is equal to M as to N. In other words, it is said that point P divides the line segment AB in the ratio M as to N. This is what division of the line segment. Now, section formula. You could see this figure. In the adjoining figure, point P on the segment AB in XY plane divides segment AB in the ratio M as to N. Assume A have the coordinate x1, y1, B has x2, y2 and P has xy. Draw segment AC, segment PQ and segment BD perpendicular to x-axis with blue color it is shown. Therefore, C x1 0, Q x0 and D x2 0 are their coordinates respectively. CQ can be written as x minus x1 and this distance between point Q and D, that is QD, is equal to x2 minus x. Let this be statement 1. Now, segment AC is parallel to segment PQ is parallel to segment BD. From the figure you can see that one. Therefore, AP upon PB is equal to CQ upon QD, which is equal to M upon N by the property of intercepts made by three parallel lines. Just we have discussed that one. Therefore, x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x is equal to M upon N. That is from the statement 1. We have kept the values of the CQ and QD. Therefore, by cross multiplication, N into x minus x1 is equal to M into x2 minus x. Now, we will solve the bracket. Nx minus nx1 is equal to mx2 minus mx. Therefore, mx plus nx is equal to mx2 plus nx1, xx brought one side. So, x is common out into bracket m plus n, which will be mx2 plus nx1. Therefore, you can write that x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n. This is what the value of x of the point P. Now, similarly, drawing the perpendiculars from point A, P and B to y-axis, we get the y coordinate as y is equal to my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. So, friends, therefore, the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining the points A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 in the ratio m as to n is given by mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n and my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. So, I think you would have understood this one. Now, let us turn to the next point, that is coordinates of the midpoint of a segment. Here you can see in the adjoining figure that a x1 y1 and b x2 y2 are 2 points on the extreme points of the segment AB, and pxy is the midpoint of the line segment AB, then we get here m is equal to n from the section formula. Therefore, you can see here, therefore the values of x and y can be written as, we know x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n. Now here m is equal to n, therefore x is equal to mx2 plus mx1 divided by m plus m. Then n is replaced by m. Since m is equal to n, we can replace like this. Therefore x is equal to m is out at the numerator, x2 plus x1 in the bracket divided by m plus m, that is twice of m get cancels, and what left is x is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. This is the x coordinate of point P. Also y is equal to, we know that my2 plus my1 divided by m plus n. Again we will substitute the value of n as m. Therefore y is equal to my2 plus my1 divided by m plus m. So y will be, m is out, in the bracket there will be m2 plus y1 at the numerator divided by twice m at the denominator. M get cancels and you are getting y is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So this is the y coordinate of point P. Friends, the coordinates of the midpoint of a segment joining a x1 y1 and b x2 y2 are given by x1 plus x2 divided by 2 as x coordinate and y1 plus y2 divided by 2 as a y coordinate. This is known as the midpoint formula. So the 2 points that divide the line segment in 3 equal parts are called as point of trisection of the segment. So friends, next we will see the centroid formula. Suppose the coordinates of the vertices of a triangle are given. See, this is the triangle whose coordinates are given in the figure. Then we will find the coordinates of the centroid of the triangle. So in this triangle ABC, a x1 y1, b x2 y2 and c x3 y3 are the vertices. You could see in the figure. Segment AD is the median and gxy is the centroid. So D is the midpoint of segment BC. Therefore, the coordinates of point D will be x coordinate is equal to x2 plus x3 divided by 2 and y coordinate is equal to y2 plus y3 divided by 2 by using the midpoint theorem or midpoint formula. Now point gxy is the centroid of a triangle ABC, and we know that the centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1. Therefore AC as to GD can be written as 2:1. Therefore, according to the section formula, x coordinate of point G is equal to 2 x2 plus x3 divided by 2 plus 1 into x1 divided by 2 plus 1, which will be x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3. 2 and 2 get cancels. Therefore, the x coordinate can be written as x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3. Similarly, y coordinate is equal to 2 into y2 plus y3 divided by 2 plus 1 into y1 divided by 2 plus 1, which will be y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. If x1 y1 and x2 y2 and c x3 y3 are the vertices of a triangle, then the coordinates of the centroid will be x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. So friends, this is called as the centroid formula. Friends, next just we will revise what we learned. We see the section formula. The coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining the points a x1 y1 and b x2 y2 in the ratio ms to n are given as mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n and my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. Midpoint formula. The coordinates of the midpoint of the segment joining a x1 y1 and b x2 y2 would be given as x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. And last centroid formula, that is if x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3 are the vertices of a triangle, then the coordinates of the centroid will be x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. So friends, today what we discussed is property of the intercepts made by three parallel lines, which will prove very important role in deriving this section formula, division of a line segment, then section formula, coordinates of the midpoint of a segment, and centroid formula. So you have to revise and recall the all formulas. At the same time, you should not forget the famous words by Tony Robbins. Setting a goal is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. Very nice sentence. Keep it always in your mind. So if you like this video, subscribe, share. With these words, I would like to say thank you.